Hello, it's Don. All right, it's maintenance time. You know, you're gonna fish, you're gonna boat, and you're gonna play. You don't want these things to leave you stranded out in the water. You gotta work on them. So we got a 30 horsepower Suzuki 4-stroke DF30 they call it. Same as the 25, I'm sure it's the same engine. Anyways, we're gonna change the thermostat in here. It's a couple years old and I haven't even so much as pulled it out, so it's probably getting a little crappy looking. Let's take a look. So we're going to go over it with you just so you know it's easy enough to do, and if you haven't done it, let's get her done. All right, let's set you up. Right there, step number one. Let's turn the battery switch off. Why? I don't know. In case somebody comes and hits the switch while you're working on it. Pull the cover off. I hope I didn't have to tell you how to take the cover off the motor, but just in case, there's a latch on the back. You just unlatch it, lift it up off the front. There's a pull rope just in case. Take the cover off. All right, here's where it gets. It's not tricky, but if you don't know where the thermostat is on this thing, that's where it gets a little tricky. They got it up in here. This is on the what you want to call the driver's side, the starboard side of the boat. It's up under behind this air baffle a little bit. Now this is real easy to take off. There's just two number 10 screws right up here on top. Right up here on top. We're gonna back them off. 1, 2. That's all there is right there. You got those two. Pop them out. Pull this baffle. Got a little spot right here. It just sits into a grommet. Comes out of the carburetor. It's not a carburetor, fuel injection, but out of the air box. And now we've accessed what we need to. Right here. Let's see here. You should be able to see that. I'll even shine a little light in there for you, but let's see if it makes it better. Right here's our thermostat housing, but you can still we still got some stuff in the way. There's a little vent line right there of sorts, so we're going to take that off. There's a little baby clamp on that, so you need to get your plier on there just to loosen the clamp. It's just a little squeeze clamp. Squeeze that up. I'm pulling that right out of the way. Don't forget to put it back on when you're done. All right, now we can get to the. There's just 2 bolts hold that thermostat cover on. This is all easy stuff, and it gets neglected a lot. People, you know, are like, oh, I'll change my water pump. Well, do the thermostat too. All right, here we go. Number 10, same size, just 2 bolts. 1 and 2. And that's already coming loose. Just pull this stuff out of the way a little bit. Here's my thermostat cover. Just lift that straight out of there. You can already see it's a little yucky looking in there. A little tight for my fingers. That's a little corroded looking. I got a new gasket for it too. That's always a good thing. They don't come with it. Don't know why. You got to order your gasket separate. But this is like a big O-ring gasket. It's just stuck in here. I'm trying to pick it out while I'm talking to you. We'll get it. We'll get it. Well, let's see what it looks like. Ooh, hey, can you see that? I'd say this was a good call. It looks a little corrody in there. Not so good. Not so good for a freshwater motor. I'm surprised it looks that bad. And I'm glad I'm doing this. All right, I just get my pliers. I'm going to grab that little thermostat by the tip there. Boy, look at that. Wow. That doesn't look so good. Holy cow. I'm really surprised how that looks after just a couple of years in mostly fresh water. Okay, so I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to clean that hole out there and get all the ooguts out of there. Ooguts. It's got to go. Then we'll clean up the housing. We'll put the new O-ring back in the thermostat. And we'll go right back to getting this in. But give me a couple minutes to get this cleaned out and get my shot back and clean the yickies out of it. All right, all cleaned up, back on the job. Like I said, this is mostly a freshwater motor. It's barely been in brackish water. I'm surprised at how that was. But I got it all cleaned up good. I had a little baby wire brush. I scrubbed all that out. Got the inside cleaned out. Got the housing. The thermostat housing itself is plastic, so that's no problem. No corrosion there. But you can just see, even on the O-ring, the corrosion that's on it. It's like, wow, I'm kind of surprised. But here we go. Here's our new O-ring. We're going to slip that into place. It's already form fit. Oop. Right from Suzuki. I would hope it fits the way it's supposed to. Alright. That's in there. It fits in a pretty deep groove the whole way. Where's my new thermostat? Right here. And look at the difference. Look at the corrosion and awfulness on that. I'm very surprised. Anyway, so hey, there's my new one. And these, obviously, you can only go one way, but you know, you just hold the little tab and you put the long side in the block. It's got its own gasket on it right here, and it fits into a groove on the motor. And what I'm going to do here, anytime with these outboard motors, you know, corrosion is a big thing. So I'm going to put just a little grease on all these surfaces, and this will help preserve it, keep it from getting more corroded, I guess. And when you go to service it in the future, it'll come apart easier. That's a big plus. Alright, so I just put a little bit on the gasket, a little bit of grease all the way around. I'm going to slip that in there. Probably got my hand right in the way, but you get it. Okay, so there it is. It's in the spot where it needs to be. Now I'm going to take my housing, and the same thing, I'm going to put a little grease on that O-ring all the way around, and that'll help keep that surface from getting any more corroded in there than what it already is. Preserve the life of the motor. These things are expensive these days. They're expensive before, but they're real expensive now, so anything you can do to make them last. Alright, now here's where it gets tricky. Okay, obviously the big side for the thermostat. We've got our little screws here. It just gets a little tight with your fingers, but I'm going to put a little grease on the thread of those screws too. It came apart easy, but I want to make sure it stays that way. Just enough room to get your fingers in there, barely. There we go. Alright, got that one. There's my first screw, a little grease on the threads. There we go. Got that one started. Second one, same thing, a little grease on the threads. Get that one started. Now remember, it's just a little plastic cover, so don't be over tightening this stuff. You're just going to snug her down a little bit. You barely get it on one side, get the other side. Never just tighten down one side first. That's all it takes. It's a thermostat cover, a plastic one at that. All right, so we got that back on. Our thermostat's in. We got to just reverse the way. Where's our little? Here's a little vacuum hose we took off the top of this tank. Let's get that on there. Squeeze the clamp. I'm sure you probably can't see that because of that tab in the way. Let's see if we can make it better. We're going to squeeze the clamp closed so we can put that on. You'd think this would be the easiest part of the job, wouldn't you? There we go. We got that. And we got, I don't know, I guess it's some kind of air muffler. You know, they got these on his car, but it just, this hose goes right into the top of the box there. And this little groove sits on a rubber grommet right there, so you about can't mess it up. Get those where they need to be. And there's no water where these are. But all the same, when I'm working on these outboard motors, I always put a little bit of grease on my bolt threads, just, you know, on down the line. You got to work on this stuff again. You're like, oh, that came apart real easy. Yeah. Because I put a little grease on the threads last time. Absolutely. All right. Little plastic cover. Once again, don't go nuts. We're just gonna snug these up. That's it. Okay, well, we don't have no parts left over. That's it. We just changed our thermostat. In light of how corroded that thermostat was, you know, I was looking at my anoids. Here's one here. There's another one right here. Two more on the other side, the same place. Here's another one on the motor. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's also another one inside the exhaust housing here. And, you know, I was looking at these. I'm like, oh, they're in great shape. I don't think I got to worry about them. But in light of what I saw with that thermostat, I am going to get the anoids and replace these. And I'm expecting to see the same thing on that exhaust housing as I did in that thermostat. It'll probably be pretty yucky. So I'm going to get them ordered up. And when I do, I'll go through that with you. That's real easy. But it's just another one of those important things you need to stay on top of. Okay, well, that's a wrap. That was an easy one. Thanks for joining me. Hope it helped. Have a great day.